day. It is a beautiful day. Isn't it a beautiful day? Yes, it is. All right, so look, this is Jay Moore, the Healthy Accountant. I just wanted to come on to give you one of the easiest and simplest tax strategies known to man. Do you want to hear about that? I'm sure you do. All right, so look, here it is. Documentation. Documentation and more documentation. See, what the IRS is looking for when they come and they do an audit of you, they want to see your documentation. And when you have the right documentation, then that means that you're going to make the IRS agent happy. You're going to be happy because you're going to have everything needed to cover your deductions. So what kind of deductions would you need to document for? Everything. Anything and everything in business is just about deductible. So some of the deductions that they really pay close attention to are like, say, meals and entertainment. You guys like to go out to eat. Now here's the deal. You just need to keep your receipts. Now let's just talk about this real quick. You got your meals, right? You're going out and you're eating. What do you think you need to have besides your receipt? You got to have a purpose for why you met. It's got to be a business purpose. Meals. There has to be a business purpose for making money. The IRS just doesn't want to give you a deduction just so that you can deduct. They want to know that you were at least trying to increase your profits. Now here's another tip that you should know. It has to be business purpose, and it has to be reasonable for your industry. So if it's reasonable for your industry, then they're going to be okay with it. Now, if you're a truck driver and you're out spending hundreds of dollars on meals, they're not going to allow that, because they know truck drivers are not going to spend that kind of money. They know that accountants, when they're out meeting with prospects and clients, we're not going to spend hundreds of dollars just meeting with one client. Now, if we're having an event of some sort, then that may be a little different, but it has to be reasonable. So if you're out spending a lot of money for the sake of it, look, you may be in some trouble. So it doesn't matter what kind of documentation you have. But you want to make sure that it's reasonable for your industry. Now, what about travel? Travel's a big one. Now, how would you like to deduct all of your travel every time you go somewhere, even if you have your family members with you? I've got a tip for that. It's got to be documented though. See, all your documentation has to be lined up. I'm going to give you some ways to document in just a second. So what about your travel? You go down to Florida, you went over to Cancun, you went somewhere, and maybe you spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to go. And so you want to know, you come to me, Jay, man, how can I deduct this travel on my taxes and it's legal? See, that's the key. And it's legal. Business purpose. One way you can do that, one way you can deduct it if you're by yourself, you go to a seminar that's going to help you increase your business. It's something for your business. You're going to go to a seminar. Like I just came back from a seminar. It was a sales boot camp. And because I went, the whole trip is deductible. I spent about $5,000 to go. So if that's the case, 100% deductible. You got all your documentation, your hotel, the actual information from the seminar. You got to have that. All your meals that you ate, everything that you spent money on is going to be deductible for your trip. But you got to have the documentation, guys. If you don't have the documentation and you just say you went, the IRS is going to be like, well, we don't believe you. So, sorry. All right, so here's how you would deduct. Now you traveled with your family. Imagine you went on the same trip. You took your family with you. You had all of these extra expenses, eating and travel, everything associated with the family. Now, how would you deduct that? Because they're not in the seminar. See, the first way you can do that, your family has to work in your business. So if you got kids, put them to work. You got to have them on the payroll. You got to put your wife on the payroll. And if you put them on the payroll and you take everybody to this particular destination, now, we're not going to talk about going to a seminar now. We're going to talk about you going somewhere where you like to travel and you just decide that while we're there, let's have a look at some real estate. Let's start looking around. Maybe we want to expand. Maybe we want to buy some real estate here. So what if you spend half the time, say, half of an 8-hour day at least. So if you got an 8-hour day, say you spend 4.5 hours every day while you're there looking at, say, real estate. You don't have to buy it. You just got to look. Now, would that be worth it if you were on a vacation with your whole family to deduct all of it by just spending just a sum of the time while you're there? Now, I heard a story once about someone that went to New Mexico, and they loved traveling to New Mexico. It wasn't one of my clients, but a colleague's. They loved traveling to Mexico, and they wanted to be able to deduct all of their travel so that when they went, they didn't have to worry about, it not being a deduction. And what they did was they found some real estate while they were there. It was such a great deal that they were going to make $1 million on this deal. The travel was $3,000, fully deductible. They were going to earn $1 million on this transaction. Tax is going to run about 30%, but look at this. Now, they've just made money because they were motivated to deduct some expenses. That's how you can deduct all your expenses when you're traveling. So, all right. So we got that down. These are just a few, but you can deduct. If with the proper documentation, guys, you can deduct everything. Just think about it. Anything that you do in your business, if you're motivated, if it's all motivated by growing your business, it's going to be fully deductible. Now, how would you document this stuff? All right, so you got the old way. You file everything away. You're filing everything, you're filing everything, you're filing everything, you're organizing. But now it's easier than ever to scan into your computer all your receipts, all your documents into a computer, or you can get apps. There's a lot of apps that you can use so that you can take a picture. I've got an accounting software that we recommend. It's called Zero. You can take a picture of all of your documents, upload it right to your accounting system. We've got some other applications that we use as well to get all your documents in so that you're never worried about that audit. See, guys, what a simple way to have a tax strategy. Because at the end of the day, when you get audited, and well, I'm not going to say when, but if you're ever audited, who wants to be worried about paying your CPA or your lawyer or somebody a lot more money because they got to go through all your receipts? You don't want that, do you? You want to be able to be proactive today so that you can deduct everything and you have no hassle tomorrow. So look, we just learned that your meals and your travel can be deducted. Now, meals is only going to be 50%. Meals and entertainment, a 50% deduction. But you've got to have a purpose for your meal, meeting with individuals, even if it's your spouse. If you guys are having a business conversation every single time you document it, great, fully deductible. So your travel, fully deductible. Fully deductible, you go on a seminar. You go on you go to your travel, and now you're deducted because you're looking for real estate. You might even find some real estate that will make you some money. Then it's how do you document? Hey, you can just take all the paper, put them in files, organize it. upload to your computer through scanning. You can send to different applications. You know, you got your accounting system that has these applications now. If you want to learn more about how you can do that, definitely I want you to contact us. But we do use a software called Xero. Xero.com, Xero.com, Xero.com. You can go there, you can check it out. Now, if you want preferred pricing because you like what you see, definitely contact us, and we can get you set up with probably a price that is not advertised on the Xero website, because we are a preferred partner there. So if you got any questions, livingfreeenterprises.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Hope you got some value from this. God bless you. Take care.